y'all, come on in. It's Doris, Meals Made Easy with Doris, and I'm going to be using a little bit of Kitchenese taco soup mix tonight. We're making armadillo eggs, and so what I normally do is at the Dollar Tree, I pay $1 for these, so it's cheaper than going to Walmart and getting them, but whatever. But these are whole jalapeno peppers, pickled. So I want you to see that, okay? So, and it has the pop top can lid. I like that part. So I'm not going to open this because I did a little bit of this earlier today, and I just wanted to come back and show some of you. But you want to use the whole pickled jalapenos, okay? What we're going to do is I'm going to get on my food grade disposable gloves. And we'll just put these on. And then what I'm going to do is, I already made some earlier today, but what you're going to do is you're going to take your little jalapeno there, and they come in different sizes, and you're going to cut the end cap off that has the little stem on it. Let's chunk that right in there. You're going to take and cut them on one side in half, okay? And then when you open them up, you're going to see these seeds. And if you like stuff really, really hot, I'm going to have to beat my dog. But if you like stuff really hot, let me find me a spoon here just for a second. Sorry, y'all. You want to take, if you like them really hot, sorry, then you leave the seeds in. Otherwise, you take the seeds and the vein out. I can't deal with that much heat. They're hot, just hot enough as it is. And so I'm going to take the seeds out. I'm going to throw those over there. So I'm going to finish doing these really quickly. So I'm going to take the end, cut it down the middle. Cut the end, cut it down the middle. These are really good for snacking on. If you like stuff like this, they're great for using when you're having people over as a little appetizer, little snacks if you like the spiciness. But my husband and my mother-in-law and my kids and stuff like that, they love this. So I found the recipe for this a few years ago, and I don't make it that often. I really should make it a little more often. But anyway, when I make them, you know, it's good to have it with, I like to do it with a glass of milk or something like that. So I'm just going to take the seeds out of this. So let me do that. How's your day been? I hope y'all had a great day. Mine's been okay. I really didn't do a whole lot today. I just mainly went grocery shopping and went out and fed my ponies about 4 o'clock, and been playing with the dogs and watching some live videos of different cooking shows and different stuff. So but I wanted to do this. I know Stephanie was wanting me to make something Mexican. Well, this ain't really Mexican, but at least it is spicy. So, hey Vicki, glad you're on here. Seen me do part of this earlier. But I'm just using a slim teaspoon and taking all the seeds and the veins out like I did earlier. So, now that I have that done, I'm going to take these off. Now, it's really kind of cool because these peppers that come in this can like this, like I said, they're the pickled jalapeno peppers, but they also have carrots in there. So if you like the spicy carrots, that's a good thing too. So now the next thing I'm going to do is make the filler. And what I'm going to do is, I've already made some earlier today, but I'm going to do this for the rest of you, whoever may get on here or not. But I'm taking the rest of my, but normally what you do is take a whole block of cream cheese, normally. But since I've already made half of this earlier today. And then, and I don't think on my thing earlier that you could actually see me doing this. So that's why I'll rewatch it to see what I've done wrong or what I need to redo. But I'm going to take a cup of shredded cheese. Now you can use any kind of shredded cheese. Hey Dinah, how are you? You can use any kind of shredded cheese you want, but I'm using about a cup. If you was going to do the whole block of cheese, you'd probably make it a full batch, you'd probably want to use about a cup and a half. So, yeah, yes, 2 of them. But anyway, this cheese that I bought today is the Fiesta blend. That's the Great Value Walmart blend, or whatever. And it has the Monterey Jack cheddar and cheddar. It has the queso, quesadilla, and the Asadero cheese in it. But you can use any kind of cheese you want to use. So, that being said, I'm going to shoot this freaking dog. I normally like to, get over there, sit down. I normally like to use sage sausage, but I didn't have any and I couldn't find any. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking a half a teaspoon of sage, ground sage powder, and I'm going to put it in here. So I'm going to set that over there, out of the way. And then I'm going to take I'm going to add almost a tablespoon or a teaspoon, not quite. But I put about a spoon, or 3/4 of a teaspoon in there. Now this is our taco soup Kitchenese seasoning mix. And so it's enough for 2 batches if you want to make the soup. But I'm just using it for this. If you don't hush, go sit down. He's getting on my nerves, y'all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix all of this up. It's like having kids. When you want them to be quiet, they won't. I'm going to mix all of this up. Luke, hush. Chewy's really good. Blue's a pain in the butt. I'm going to see if I can get as much of this off as I can. Okay. So I'm just going to sit this over here out of the way. And I'll take my little spoon here and stir this up. So, anyway. Go sit down. I'll beat his hind end. Anyway, let me get me some more gloves here. I'm going to stuff the peppers with the cheese mix. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it in sausage. Go sit down, Chewy. So, really quite easy to do. So I'm just reaching there and pick up some cheese. So I'm taking this and I'm just going to stuff my pepper. It's just not wanting to cooperate. Okay, and just kind of seal it as best you can, like that. Hey Ernie, how are you? I'm making armadillo eggs. So what we're using is pickled jalapeno. I mixed some cream cheese with some shredded cheese blend, a little bit of sage, ground up sage powder, and a little bit of the Kitchenese taco soup seasoning. So I'm going to just, and it don't have to be perfect, y'all, just kind of goes. What we're going to do is we're going to put the seam down when I do the biscuit part. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Try to rush it up. I made some earlier today, and yes, I cheated. I had to try. I ate 2 small ones, very small ones. And I thought I had some ranch dressing, because a lot of times that's really good, you know, to use with it, to dip it in, is ranch dressing. But I didn't. But Kitchenese has a ranch dressing mix, and I just by chance happened to have that. So I'm probably going to be making me some homemade ranch dressing when I get through doing this. Almost through here. So, anyway. 2 more kind of small ones. I've got some leftover shredded cheese and cream cheese mix. I'll have to figure out something to do with that. So what have y'all been doing today? Vicki, I know basically what you've been doing. I've been following you on Facebook. So, but what about you, Ernie? How you been today? What you been up to? So, hey, Sandy, how are you? We're making armadillo eggs using pickled jalapenos, and the stuffing inside is cream cheese, shredded cheese, any kind you like, and I put a little bit of sage, ground sage powder, and some of the Kitchenese taco seasoning mix. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is take these, throw these away, these gloves, and I'm just gonna use my bare hands to do this. My hands are clean. So I bought the big long roll of the Jimmy Dean sausage. This is just the regular. They didn't have the sage sausage. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take and pat out some of the sausage. And what you wanna do is put the seam side down, okay, and wrap your sausage around your pepper. Just like this. It don't have to be perfect. I'm not a professional cook. This is just my home kitchen, and I like cooking and sharing. So, hey, Wendy. So that's what I'm doing here. So basically, when you're through wrapping your sausage around your pepper, that's what it's going to look like, okay? I'm going to put it over here. Wrap a couple more, because I'll show you what I've already done. So I'm going to take a smaller one. I'm going to lay it down in there. Just wrap the sausage around it, pat it out, wrap it around it. Try to cover your ends so that your cheese is going to seep out a little bit anyway, but you want to try to keep as much of the cheese in there as possible. Again, that's another one. Okay, so that being said, you want to bake those on 350, depending on what your oven, how the temperature is, anywhere between, I'd say 15 to 20 minutes, but when the sausage is done. And this is what they come out looking like. Now this one, it expanded a little bit, so some of the cheese oozed out and everything. So when I finish that, and then I'm just going to set these over here out of the way. And so let me wash my hands really quickly. So, but these are really good. I don't like stuff that's really super, super hot, but I can, without the seeds, I can tolerate these. And they're called armadillo eggs. So now what I'm going to do is, this is from earlier. You want to get you a little cutting board or whatever and put some flour on it. And these were a couple of biscuits. Now I use the canned biscuits, and I normally try to find the flaky biscuits. I use just whatever the store brand is. I don't go all out as far as trying to get Hungry Jack and all that other kind of crap. Doesn't make any difference. So what you're going to do is, these were two biscuits that were left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this out. Let me see if you can see this. So if you can see me rolling this out, I got a little flour on this little cutting board thing. But usually one biscuit can do about two, usually two, depending on the size of the peppers. And so I'm just going to roll that out a little bit more. Here's my knife. Take my knife, and I'm just going to cut it in half. So just cut it in half, and then I'm going to take my pepper and just wrap it up in this here, okay? And try to cover as much of it as you can. Pinch the end, whatever. And then put it back down. So since I got this one out, I probably should have used a little bigger piece, but that's fine. Whatever I have works. But whatever spices you have in your cabinet, now this one's not going to be covered as much, and I'm not going to roll out another one right now, but just roll it up like that. Put it on your baking sheet and bake those for about 12 minutes till the biscuit is done, okay? When the biscuit's done, then you can take them out, because I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. And they are delicious. So here we have, and you can see where the little flour residue, but that's fine. I don't want one really that big. So I'm going to take the small one, and I'm going to cut it in half and show you the finished product. So this is your armadillo egg. A lot of people's like, what the heck is an armadillo egg? But this is the armadillo egg. Don't ask me why they call it that, but it's really good. It's great for like an appetizer, for a snack, especially if you're having a party. I mean, like on, what do they call it, Super Bowl? People coming together, whatever. I don't watch that stuff. But anyway, these are fun, and they really are easy to make if you don't mind taking the time to put it together. So that is my armadillo egg. Anyway, that's it. I did a video earlier. Hey, Joy. And if you get a chance, you want to look at that, you can go back and watch the replay on it. It's basically this. I'm actually doing more this time, just showing you how you take your pickled jalapeno, take the vein and the seeds out of it, stuff it with a cream cheese, shredded cheese mixture, and I've used our taco soup from Kitchenese. I used about a teaspoon and a half or whatever in the cheddar cheese and the cream cheese mixture. I also used, because I couldn't find sage sausage. Now, I could have took the sausage and mixed, just kind of mixed it up, put the sage in it, but I didn't want to do that. But I still wanted the sage flavor. So put you about a half a teaspoon of this in your cheese mixture. Mix it all up. I use the handheld mixer to do that. Stuff your jalapenos. When you stuff them, you want to, actually you want to wrap them in the sausage and then bake them with the sausage first till the sausage is done. And then when the sausage is done, get them out, put them on a paper towel, let the grease kind of drain off of it. And then wrap your biscuit around it and then bake it till the biscuit's done. And that's all you got to do. And that's how you get your armadillo eggs. So thank you for watching. If you want to go back and watch the other video I did earlier today, I've got it posted here. It's actually on YouTube. It's also on my group with Meals Made Easy with Doris. And if you don't mind sharing, I would appreciate it. And I'm not sure what I'll be making on Thursday. So if you have any ideas of something you might want to see, let me know. I'll be glad to try to fix it for you. Thanks again. Y'all have a great night. See you next time. Bye.